We are talking to John Diaz a few moments ago about how he somehow managed to be on two different bird stories on one day. The peacock hunt in the Bronx and this next story about piping plovers on Long Island.
It's nesting season for those piping plover, and as John explains, these rare birds need some help.
From Long Island's North Shore to the beaches of the southern side of Queens, a warning to many beachgoers: don't disturb the piping plovers.
Piping plovers in New York City are not doing well.
Chris Aliari is the founder of NYC Plover Project, a nonprofit dedicated to helping the rare and endangered birds. He says last year was the worst breeding season for the birds ever recorded in Queens.
We had more than 116 piping plovers on the beaches of the Rockaways, but very few surviving chicks. Everything from widespread nest vandalism to drones to dogs.
Aliari says plovers are indicator species, so if its population is in trouble, so are our beaches and coastal habitats.
If the piping plovers, the most vulnerable, can do well, it's a domino effect to other species. There's very few of them left. There's somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 globally left.
Which is why environmental experts and volunteers have spent days hanging up what's called symbolic fencing.
We set this up at the beginning of the month,
protecting areas where the piping plovers nest and creating zones humans and pets should avoid. The symbolic fencing doesn't stay up all year long. When the birds migrate south come August, the fencing comes down. And on Long Island, experts warn to keep an eye out for the birds, even in areas not blocked off, since plovers have to make their way to the shoreline to feed.
Make sure that there aren't any accidents. There's not anyone accidentally, stepping on a nest. You might not even notice a pair or a little chick running around the beach right next to you.
So while it's a small ask to share the shore, the results are extraordinary for some of New York's favorite feathered friends. From Jacob Reese Park, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.